The runners and riders from Graham Good.
Thank you, Bruff. They've won over $500,000 in win and place prize money between them. Number 1, contested bid, drawn 16. That's out towards the centre of the track. Pat Eder is mount. Number 2, Bin Khaldoon at 17. The widest of all, Richard Hills. Number 3, Dageron at 4, Steve Cawthon. 4, Modhish at 5, Michael Kinane. Number 5 is Prince Polino at 10, Eric Legree. Number 6, Grand Plaisir at 1. That'll be on the left as they come out of the stalls, Guy Guignard. Number 7, Glanville. At 12, William Mongil. And behind that one is number 8, Politate at 2. Frankie Dettori had a double last night, thrown over here today. Number 9, Apple Tree at 3, Thierry Janet. 10, Johan Quatz at 7, Freddie Head. Then 11, Jape at 9, Alan Monroe. 12, Adieu au revoir at 14, ridden by Mathieu Boutin. 13 is Jamshid at 15, Mark de Smeater. 14, Break Bread at 13 is ridden by Catch Asmussen. 15, Marignon at 8, Dominic Burf. 16 is Silver Kite at 6, ridden by Sylvain Guyot. And number 17, Paix Blanche at 11, Alan Lecoeur.
And 16 favourites are one of the last 37 runnings, the most recent, the odds-on Suave Dancer last year and Bearing in 1986. And they're opening up with couple favourites, Marignon and Paix Blanche, owned by Daniel Wildenstein. They're going 7-2, that pair coupled. And this is the most open French derby since 1969. Honeyville was 7-2 then, and in 67, Taj G1 also 7-2, wide open. Apple Tree, third in the Lupa, is a 4.2 to 1 chance of money for that. And for the winner of the Lupa, Johan Quatz at 9-2. Coupled again, Sheikh Mohammed, Dageron and Modhish, 6.6 to 1. Grand Plaisir, 9.1 to 1. 9.8 to 1, Break Bread. You see Jape therein at 14 to 1 against Jape. Bin Khaldoon is now priced at 38.5 to 1 against Bin Khaldoon on the Paris Mutuel. But Marignon and Paix Blanche coupled, 7-2. Anything could win it.
Horses going through.
Yeah, there's no wind. The sun has flitted in and out, but the clouds are high, and really it's a beautiful day. You can relax in casual manner without getting too hot.
Well, his last run was pretty good, so you'd have to give him a good chance on that form. I suppose Monsieur Favre, he's got 6 horses in the race. Apple Tree will probably be star favourite. His last run he was third when I was second, but his previous to that was a good run, and if he comes back to that form, he would take all the beating.
And Pat Eder bang in form. He won the first race today here on Rougeur in the same colours. Now we have joint favourites at 3.8 to 1. The couple pair, Marignon and Paix Blanche. And Apple Tree has come in from 4.7 to 1 to 3.8 to 1. But there's also a move for the Lupin winner, Johan Katz, from 5 to 1 into 4.2 to 1. And for the Sheikh Mohammed pair coupled, Dageron and Modhish, 8 to 1 into 6.7 to 1. Pretty steady, the unbeaten Grand Plaisir. Break Breads also is pretty steady, out of point to 10 to 1, and Jape, you can tell the Brits are here, from 17 to 1 into 13.1 to 1. Many of the Brits wanted to pay for their trip by Jape going in, and contested bid out to 13.6 to 1. Adieu au revoir is 16.2 to 1, and the latest price against Bin Khaldoon is 39.9 to 1. Bin Khaldoon. But joint favourites, it is so open. Even our great expert Jimbo McGrath, he doesn't know the winner.
Well, I think the interesting thing is, Jim, that the two runners, Modhish and Paix Blanche, are running in the second colours. In other words, they both have sashes on and running their own races. We're having a head-on view of Mathieu Boutin there. It's going to be interesting as to which horses are going to make the paces. Normally in French racing, Marignon, the 3-8 favourite, along with Apple Tree and Johan Quatz. Normally that in these big races there is something guaranteed to go out and play the stalking horse. In this race there is nothing guaranteed to do just that. You'd expect to see Jape up there early on, I would imagine. And that's just contested bid going into the stalls. Bin Khaldoon up on the outside. That looks about lined up, and they're breakaway for the Prix Du Jockey Club Lancia. And as they settle down going through the first furlong and racing towards the stands, they complete a big loop. And it's Paix Blanche that's one of the early leaders. That's the darkish colours with the sash. Break Bread is prominently in the pale jacket. Jape is up with the pace too, and there's little to choose between these three as they settle down. The pace doesn't look to be that strong. Through on the inside with the run races Modhish, that's up with the pace, and they go through the first furlong. It's Jake setting the pace from Modish with Dageron, Grand Plaisir and Apple Tree. The one that's trailing is Adieu au revoir as they go through the first quarter mile. It's Grand Plaisir that's got the inside rail, but Jake just shades the field. Modish and Dageron, the Sheikh Mohammed runners close up, and then close up to these is Apple Tree, that's racing in about 5th place. Johan Quetz racing in 6th with Prince Polino on the outside in 7th in the check colours. Silver Kite with the stripes next to the rails. Contested bid about 5 or 6 lengths off the pace, and so too at this stage is Bin Khaldoon. But they're bunching now as they continue their journey down the far side. Jake wide of Modish the sash, blue colours the rail, that's Grand Plaisir. Check jacket on the outside, Prince Polino. Then comes Dageron and Steve Cawthon. The bumblebee hoops are Apple Tree. The stripes leaves the rail, Johan Quatz. Bin Khaldoon is followed through by Pay Blanche, who's yet to make her move really. And then comes Silver Kite in the red sleeve jacket, the rail. They go down past the halfway stage. Breakbread follows these through, followed by Politane. But up front, it's Modish and Jake. Jake and Modish, who are wide, are Grand Plaisir in the rail runner in 3rd. Running the rail, running wide is Prince Polino in the check. And then Steve Cawthon on Dageron close up. Apple Tree in the hoops is coming with a run. Bin Khaldoon isn't out of it. Johan Quatz the rail. Pay Blanche not getting the best of runs as they turn for home now. Heading for home. Jake, the dark green jacket, in the centre of the track, just leading with Modish the rail on the outside. Prince Polino, Bin Khaldoon, and then Apple Tree coming with a run the rail. Dageron and Steve Cawthon get to work. Here comes Politane with a run. Johan Quatz looking for room on the outside. Done no favours by Prince Polino. They're inside the final quarter mile now. And as they dash for the line, it's Politane that's come through with a red cap to take it up. Bin Khaldoon, the striped cap, and Johan Quatz, that's the 1, 2, 3. With Modish back in 4th as they race up towards the line. Flying fast and wide is Marignon. But it's going to be Politane who takes it. Politane from Marignon, contested bid. And then showing 4 was Johan Quatz. And then behind these came Modish and Bin Khaldoon. Followed home by Adieu au revoir, Pay Blanche, Dageron, and then came Apple Tree, Silver Kite, Glanville, Jamshid. Jake broke well, held a good position, but in the end beat only 2. Those 2 were Prince Polino, and last of all was the early form horse, the early runner, which was Politane. But a steward inquiry could probably hear that along with me, called to the outcome of this Prix Du Jockey Club, which has gone to number 8 Politane, followed home by number 50 Marignon, and the 3rd horse home is looks like number 1 contested bid, with the cross-belted jacket of Johan Quatz showing in 4. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4 then of this Prix Du Jockey Club Lancia, with there the sash Modish racing 5, and Bin Khaldoon ran a great race in 6, but it really was a rather